In a world of gatekeeping, it's never quite fair.
So it's skate and scooter, the punks who care.
Not that good at games, but who the hell cares?
Now on with the show, we're glad you're here.
This is Geek Punk.
Geek Punk.
Alright. Now it's my turn to try and do this one. I've been like watching, but I haven't really been like watching, you know what I mean? It's been like chatting and distracting out this whole time.
Yeah, maybe, what? Your double jump worked.
Did it?
It said airtime and you got extra points.
That was because I think it's because the truck itself had gotten air and I jumped off when it does that and so it propels you forward.
I actually had a PlayStation or a PSP game that was like Big Bad Mother Truckers.
Yeah, I remember that
The
one.
truck puns are really prevalent in gaming, obviously.
I remember that was around the same time. That in the arcades they started bringing out like truck simulators in arcades for a while. Like
that big boy one, the big steering wheel.
Yeah, and there was like there was one that was like Harley Davidson.
Oh yeah, that one's dope. I actually have a really good photo of Elise on one of the Harley Davidson ones, and she looks like such a fucking badass.
I remember like right near the end of like when we actually had Australian arcades before they're kind of coming back now. They were really trying to push that, like the whole really big branded.
Yeah, brand association.
Arcades.
It was almost like, I thought like that was the future of it. Like a game would be credible if it had that big brand affiliation almost. But that was obviously an early and naive opinion. You don't know what to give attention to. Like I guess if you're not invested in it. All I know is sitting on that Harley is fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
I remember that. Yeah, that was really big. That Harley on the thing, like it
was
really
a full-size
weighted,
bike,
like
I think.
Harley,
Yeah, like a. One of my remember this No, it was around like Time Crisis era, but there was like that skiing game where you like stand up. I used to love that at arcade.
I know that, the horse riding one.
The jockey game. That was hard. You essentially just exercised.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, it was almost like reverse really fast push-ups.
Yeah, fully. Or you just like, if you didn't know better, like it just really jerky movements, man. It's not fun. And it always gave me sore shoulders. Like I say always, I gave it like 2 proper games.
Oh my god!
Yes.
No!
Around the corner, dude.
What happened to the screen?
I think you turned it. Oh my god. No, it didn't break.
Recording happened. Okay, the screen started like turned off.
That was awesome.
I was like,
you're doing this, man. You know, someone has. I gave up on this level, man. Think about that for a second.
See, but that's why now the glory, if I do it, will be even so much sweeter, right?
It will be ours.
Like that's fair, right? That's trumped up.
This isn't me like woe is me that I didn't win this.
No.
I was around when it was won, man. That's more the principle that I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'm here for the work that you laid down.
Bro, do you remember where you were the day that Skaidris finished level 7?
Remember that fucking jumped off the fucking when he jumped over the fucking trucks and landed on the other truck and he turned the camera around just fast enough to see himself fail? Okay, I reckon there's something in jumping up really in the air.
I think you've got to jump from the third truck, from the third row of trucks almost.
Yeah. I feel like you have more air time and time to pick.
Yeah, that's my red hot tip from here. Almost, but you're taking tips from the guy that fucking gave up and then failed.
No, but that's the person with the most experience though.
So far. I gotta get this schmutz on the screen, it's killing me.
Okay. If I just landed while you're like up in front of the screen.
There's all these little schmutzes that are really obvious.
I feel like you're trying to distract me now.
Oh no, that ain't true. And I got one here. I do have ADD, I'm set of it now.
Well, you're describing more OCD.
This is something in my way. It's not a cleanliness issue. Affecting my visual. That's better. Got this one?
If you just keep pressing jump, and then it just puts you straight back in the game if you die.
Oh, I'm back from cleaning the TV. You noticed anything new? No, you went to the second truck. You're even going back on what we said earlier.
I know, but because I'm getting that we have the same thing of where we just want to rush into stuff, and it's an impulse.
That must be frustrating to watch.
It's so hard not to scratch it.
Yeah, fully.
No, see, I go wait.
Even when I That was That was so chimp. You chimp. Come on. Hit start. You got this. You want to go 5 more? You want me to take over from here? You need.
No. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Wait a sec. All right.
I just wanted to. That was the loudest I've screamed in this game so far, so I didn't want it to like affect the way I played.
Yep. We got it out. It was a wave. The wave crashed. We're okay. Boom. Yes.
No, look out! I'm panicking! No!
Oh my god, you were so close!
It's because you gotta turn like the camera
With the
to do
truck.
it, and then you're not centered
It throws
when
off
you
your
land, and you're like, I'm looking downwards, and I know everything's crashing around me. And in that time, the last thing you want to do is like, and slowly look up, slowly orientate yourself. Like, no, look the fuck up!
This needs to happen immediately. You're like looking up and down, like gasping for air. Damn. That's the hardest part.
It's when, yeah, absolutely.
Timing.
It's when the two fronts crash and you're about to, that's when you jump like that.
I want to talk to who's riding the routes for these trucks because these guys, this whole lot that we're in, they have no home. They have no. The other guys we're jumping onto, some will make it, some won't.
They definitely won't.
The death rate on this, bro, it's over. No one's making it. Crash. Yep.
It's like, okay, I'm dying in there.
Wait, have you figured out the double jump thing yet?
Nope. I reckon maybe I didn't activate it right or something. Alright, so it's almost when you're about to crash into the second truck that you should jump. I'm finding. This seems to be my best
guesstimation?
Yeah, it's when I'm about to die. Jump.
Nah, I think you got to clear them because they are now a barrier for you to jump over. Ready now?
But it's like it's like
but it's a bit slingshotty if you go from that far back. So
right.
you have less of an arch in your jump, I think. So you come into it and you really have to like stick a landing. Otherwise, do you think looking down slows you down?
I mean, it feels
Almost
like
did.
I have more time.
Yes, that's the.
Oh my god.
You've got this, son. Jump. No, don't jump. Left. Yes! Failed! Fuck you! That was a load of bullshit. You gotta look down, that's the key.
Papa! It really drives away.
It's like the opposite of like all the fear talk, you know? Don't look down, but you gotta look down. You got left behind, son.
King.
You got this. Not on that round. Alright.
Achoo!
Yep, I think looking down's a thing.
Yeah, but that's also
Hard.
yeah, because you're jumping from one thing to the other.
Yep. That's it. See what slows you down, man? It's almost like a rocket pack. Like,
It said I got airtime. I swear that was just because it was like the truck was
I think
upended.
you've consistently gotten airtime from looking down, I think. Alright, maybe too early?
Yeah, but I clearly before I even got on the truck.
Shit! You ever see those old G.I. Joe dubs? Yeah. G.I. Joe!
Yeah.
I always do the shit! The one of him falling off a cliff. I fucking love it. It's one of those old references that won't leave me. Like,
Yeah, it's real early in the sort of before that whole stuff's like pre-meme shit, I reckon.
yeah, for
And
sure.
so it's
That
like,
was memes before they had a title, I think. It was quote unquote funny vids and pics.
Yeah. This fell under funny vids / pics as a category.
I honestly, like, looking at my old hard drives, I'm like, I do this thing called desktop dump. I have a really messy desktop, and then when it gets hectic, I click and drag, and everything goes into that day.
Yeah.
So if I need to find anything, and I could just go back to like, there's a desktop from there, it might be there. It's a really shitty way of organizing, but it's the best way. It's like grabbing everything off a desk and pushing it into a clear tub, and then being like, later.
Put it in the cupboard.
That's how I found that auxiliary cable you needed. I knew it was in my quote-unquote technology tub at home. Yeah, so wait, what was I talking? Yeah, I have heaps of like folders of like funny pics. They were called funny pics.
Do you know, I've got like a system that I've started using like probably like for the past 6 years, I reckon. It's been going quite well for me. It's terrible, like it's not good, but it works.
Go on.
Well, for my brain, so what I do is I have 2 folders. One is called Facebook BS, and one is called Deletables. And Facebook BS is literally memes and things you might want to share later on, but aren't that important to anything in particular.
Or things you just want to lol at. You don't want to forget or lose.
Yeah, when deletables are like, I need to download this, but I don't need it. Like, if this just goes missing, fuck it, I do not care. Kind of thing. And just putting things into that, like, just like, I don't need this as temporary, I just need it saved right now. That's what the deletables thing is for. And just having that has been really good for my brain. And then eventually I either like to just clear them out, and then like the Facebook BS one, that eventually just becomes a giant folder of memes I like.
Yeah.
And because it's all set by like date, you can tell they're all like by specific themes where I was interested. And then when it gets too big, I'm like, nah, these are all outdated or whatever. I make an old folder. And every now and then, like, I like go through my Facebook BS one and then be like, what are in these old ones? Let's see what I was doing like 3 years ago with memes. And sometimes you can find some really little good bits and bobs in there.
Yeah, fully. I love when
like treasure chest.
Remember that whole slaps the roof of the car series? Man, I was DJing one night at Beta, and I remember just like seeing myself laughing to a series of them before going to work. And then everyone was like, I was like, yo, have you seen this? And it was like the slap, slap, clap, and he was dressed as Freddie Mercury. And then it was like, you know how many landmines you can fit in here? And it was like the next slaps roof. And anyway, long story short, that whole seeing what you were into at a certain time frame is so funny.
It's interesting.
Because you're like, oh god, I laughed at sometimes it's not so great. Like,
and because memes have such a quick expiry period as well. Like, they don't last very long, and so you can see like the trends like at a sort of a glance.
Yeah, and memes are at such a level now. You're referencing. I had to stop there because you were really going hard. You're referencing, like, in some memes, you're referencing 2 or 3 other memes, and if you're not up with it, you're out of it. Like, you gotta.
Exactly.
It's fucking exhausting.
Yeah, you can't just pull a Dat Boy out right now unless it's in some sort of
Oh, dude, what do you reckon? Are you gonna? Yeah.
I should. Next time I die, I'm gonna just like give myself a second.
Next time, take a few deep breaths. 1 through your nose, out through your mouth. All right, we got this. We're just having a Zen minute.
I'm going.
You're not letting the game get to you.
The problem is, it's getting hotter and hotter in this room.
It's so hot today.
And like, the longer we play, like the more nervous and stressful it's getting, and the more hot, more like sweaty we're getting. All right, that's right.
Go.
Okay. I'm calm down. I'll try a couple of times. If not, doing it.
Then I'll have another shot.
Yeah. I
Gotta
reckon
finish this.
you have a really good habit of picking up
The weird
things that are happening. Yeah. Fucking that bit there.
I just need to see more of what's happening after the bend, because that's where we're getting lost. And you essentially cleared this level already, and the motherfucker didn't log it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I wish we could just do that again. All right, ready, go. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's something in that. Why can't you slow down? I think because you don't look down enough.
That's not even a thing.
I reckon it's a thing.
I reckon it's just because we're actually able to see.
Try it.
All right.
Jump from the third
Let's
truck
see.
and look down immediately.
Watching.
As you jump, look down. Aha!
No, I was just jumping on the.
I'll do it.
See, a lot of the time, I think what's happening is a lot of the time I'm actually jumping off some of these up-ended ones that are giving me more height.
Oh, and I'm getting punked. Fuck.
Right, after this try, I'll do this.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll do any better, pal. See, you seem to slingshot past them when you don't look down.
All right, next episode, Scooter's gonna pick it up.
All right.